Hey guys, Socrates here, coming from 21 Studios live. It's kind of an interesting thing being here. We joke that it not only is it the home of Anthony Dream Johnson and the 21 Residence studio, but it's also not only that, the center of the manosphere, and in many ways, the White House of the manosphere. So I'm coming to you not to discuss that, but to kind of point out two really important things. The first off is you're simply not me, and in a very sincere way. It's not because I am personal friends with Anthony Johnson that I've spoken for more than 10 years at the events, and many of the speakers there are now within my circle of influence and friends and associates, and I've gained tremendously from that, or the fact that I wear these artesian shirts. But let's talk about the shirts really quick. The shirts themselves are a touchstone for me because it reminds me that life is both dynamic and colorful, and to not be afraid to express yourself. And so when I go to a convention, particularly at the Manosphere events, and I speak, I want to be reminded of that. And likewise, I also know that art is very much a moralistic endeavor. It requires value, and it requires value and confidence to draw a line. And in today's cultural environment, we need to do just that. Each and every one of us need to become confident artists. We need to be able to draw moral lines. So let's talk about that. That's where I'm unique. I have the ability to converse with Anthony. I have the ability to converse with the speakers. I have the opportunities to gain from them, very much like you have. The difference, though, is I try to give back on a regular basis. And this is specifically why I'm sitting in this chair today. I have the opportunity to, on occasion, buy the man a drink, to be the ear that he needs when he needs to listen, to support, and to realize when certain things need to be done and how to support that. The problem is when you're a viewer of these videos and you're not fully immersed and engaged in real life like I am, you miss out on those opportunities. And in a significant way, I have a lot to be thankful. And this is where you and I are very similar. I know I have gained tremendously from my association with Anthony, 21 Convention, the summits, the speakers. It has shaped not only my own life and how I've managed to navigate life, it has actually brought my life from what would have been tragedy as I, aged and progressed and had many concerns about today's sexual marketplace and my viability in it. But it has changed my ability to go from tragedy to one of comedy. And that is immensely important in a man's life. And it's a hero's journey in many ways. And because of that, I get to see my daughter on a regular basis. And it is the crowning achievement of my life. I love her dearly. And I cannot express how important that is to me and how much Anthony and Anthony's work has contributed to that. Now, if Anthony and 21 Convention and these videos have touched you in similar ways, I'm going to ask you to act on your values, because values unacted on lie dormant. They stale and they rot, and they really cannot be seen as virtues, because virtues are values enacted, and we need to act on our virtues and embrace those. So what I'm going to ask you to do is actually go to the 21 Studios donate page and find a listing of information of what you can do. Yes, you can donate. Yes, go buy the man a beer. Okay, if you want, buy him dinner. I know he would appreciate that. The other thing you can do, more importantly, specifically for yourself, is join 21 University. It is literally a Netflix for men. It's entertaining. All the videos are there, ad free. Now, I like the videos that we can get on YouTube for free. There's nothing better than free. But you know what's actually more important than free? It's not just that you're getting the videos uninterrupted. You're putting your money where you value. And that money goes to contribute to build more, to expand the capabilities of 21 Studios, and to get other voices that you are listening to in front of a camera and recorded. And that's the importance of joining 21 University. Yes, you get the videos. Yes, they're fantastic. Yes, there's damn near 2,500 videos that are available, reaching out to 76 million men and people like you. That's tremendous. The crazy thing is, Anthony does that for free outside of 21 universities. So let's also talk about what current events. We know that we live in a very dynamic and eclectic age, and our rights and liberties are very much transcendent. that they're being challenged. And it's not just 21 Studios; it's other media. Right now, Joe Rogan and Spotify are going through huge censorship programs. It is a cultural battle. And very recently, YouTube Studios or YouTube Studios. YouTube has censored 21 Studios, literally pulled this partnership program, otherwise known as demonetizing. That interrupts not only the video content that's being produced, but your ability to get it for free. Now, this is a really strange thing to do. We get that the fact that we're talking about men's issues and men's rights and things that pertain to men, and that can be challenging for a lot of people. It can be very triggering for many liberals, and we understand that. But we've had a very long history, more than 15 years, with this channel producing content during this time that had absolutely no warnings, no strikes, no errors. And in many cases, what I find really remarkable is that Anthony has actually put forth videos to be reviewed and approved prior to release. With all that being said, there was literally a shutdown of the partnership program for 21 Studios. That is really amazing. It's outrageous. Now, the issue is we can talk about how it affects Anthony and the company and the funding and all that sort of stuff. The reality is that's a lifeline for you. If Anthony isn't able to do what he's doing, you don't get that content. And what ends up happening? We go underground, back to where we were before. Men become isolated, men become alienated, and men and women that don't have a sense of community do not foster, do not flourish. They do not thrive. I don't want to go take a step back in time when men were talking about men's issues and relationships and sexual marketplace and sexual politics of today's culture in an underground facility, in an underground culture, where the worst of us thrived and were not seeing the light of day. They were not able to be exposed. They were not able to be brought forth in the light of day and held accountable to their views, viewpoints, positions, nor their actions and behaviors within the community. It is a world of charlatans in a very dark corner of the world. We're heading back there. 21 Studios stands absolutely in opposition to this. We want to say it in the light of day. We want to be seen by our oppositions, those that oppose us, to put up content. So what we'll also know is that there have been changes because of what's been taking place. The manosphere in the center of it is moving addresses. You can find 21 Studios as they move to the new locals. And this is going to be a new source for social media. They're going to release the audio speeches early and the content available out there for that. But we need to find platforms that will not censor nor shut us down until we're able to support our own domain. This is a free speech competitor to Patreon and many of the other social enabling social funding sites available that we do know that are actively socially against a lot of the stuff that we were talking about and the dialogue and narratives we'd like to be able to put forth to everybody in the world. Now, what are some of the things you can do? Go and join. It's simple. Go, like, subscribe. Make sure you're able to maintain and get that funding. Or I say funding, the sources of material. The second is, I would sit down and say, probably the most significant, is plan to attend a live event. Because if you're not doing self-improvement live, you're not doing self-improvement for real and in earnest. So going to a 21 seminar summit is one of the most important things you can do. It's voting with your feet. It's putting your values in action in a very real, tangible way that is very much a sense of self-expression and an adventure. Don't get me wrong. It is an adventure. I would like to see you to be able to attend, to meet me live, to speak to the other attendees, to meet the other speakers, and have dialogues, to actually spend that time and be immersed one-on-one during that entire time period and in being engaged actively, not just show up, but truly attend and partake. The next thing you can do is make sure that you incorporate this attendance with some measure of self-improvement that you intend to do. And tie it to something real, almost like a workout plan, a social plan, whatever you want to do. Get versed and not just attend, but be prepared. Understand who the speakers are going to be, see some of the other speeches, have questions prepared, journal it, And then make sure you're engaging on a daily basis. Some of the most important times, I believe, are in between the presentations, lunch, particularly dinner, and then that evening where everybody's in the hotel and the resorts and are just sitting and conversing and carrying on conversations of the day and getting to meet other like-minded people that are intrigued, that want to be entertained by this material, that want to learn and want to improve their lives. So please, if your values are important to you and you don't want to see this material disappear for your life and rely on it, have been touched in it in any meaningful way, please reach out, visit 21studios.com, see the donation page. It has all the material that you can look to see what you can do, whether it's simply donating, whether it's joining 21 University, the Netflix for Men, or attending the next 21 presentations and symposiums and seminars. Please do so. It's for your own benefit, and I hope to see you there. Thank you.